Alright mate, let's look at ZIL here and then look at time. So I did post there last week about ZIL, that we're in this sort of triangular pattern. So you can kind of see, well, it'd be nice to break out of this line actually, that would be very nice. But there is potential, we're in this larger pattern. You could also draw this here, and this might then make say it makes a higher high here, for example, or whatever, a move up to here. It can still form out that pattern, but it needs to break out of this pattern before any substantial move, and we're getting close here. But I would suggest that this pattern needs evolution. It needs to maybe form a different high before we're getting a real move out of this, because well, if you look at the RSI here, it's looking pretty poor so far. There's no indication here it's going to break out of the 50 just yet. It's still ranging, and it might continue to range below for a period. So I would suggest a move up here will get sold off. But this pattern here as a whole, it should be a longer term bullish pattern. Let's look at the yearly. We have flip red here, which is, it's not a great sign. It's definitely not a great sign. It kind of indicates there may be some more downside on a new year before moving back up to take liquidity up in here. So, I'm not rushing out to buy this yet. Again, I would rather trade a new year. A lot of times, price will want to come down and take liquidity below here in this wick. Now, it can also come down and stop hunt that low. So if we see the yearly low here, we can see then what level is really important, and it's just below that recent low. So if we get that, here's low here. So are we going to get a stop hunt of it, or are we just going to come down and fill the wick before moving back up and taking liquidity? Okay, or do we move down, stop hunt the lows of the year and move up? Right, that's the way I think it's going to play out. So there's either going to be a buy just here above these highs, or we're going to stop hunt the lows down here. So we just need to watch that and try and get on board. I wouldn't be buying just yet, but actually, well, don't get me wrong, there may be a bounce up into this red 200 moving average first before getting that downside.